Today has been one of those days where I have been audibly super quiet, yet internally it's just been super loud. Just feeling like really overwhelmed, insecure, unsure, processing and battling, trying to surrender these situations that I'm in to God, and just at this point where it's feeling like, what should I do with this, God? Like, where do I go from here now? So after work, I just decided to come here to this park and take a few minutes to vlog what has been going on through my day-to-day. And it has not been an easy day, just feeling emotional and trying not to be responsive within my emotions. Like, as I've been kind of processing throughout the day, I'm just realizing more and more that we toil and struggle with things far more than I think God intends us to. And I think one of the root issues that it comes down to is control. You know, we don't have control of a lot of things, and that's scary, especially when you've been hurt deeply. I've been put in situations where I am not in control at all, and I don't like that. I don't like the fact that I can't control some things, because that means that there's opportunity for more pain and more struggle and strife, and I don't want to feel that. How do you get to the point where you say, all right, if I'm gonna hurt, I'm gonna hurt. If it's gonna suck, it's gonna suck. But being okay with that. Sometimes this camera goes out of focus. I want to just focus in on who God is and what Jesus did for me. And in those times where I've successfully done that and let that be my focus throughout the day, everything else, all the decisions I need to make, the phone calls I need to have, the emails I need to send out, the laundry, the laundry might not get done, but I've got peace about it. I don't stress over these things as much. And so today I want to change my day around, and I want to be audibly loud in praise of Jesus and not be so loud in my brain over the things that I can't control. I thought there was a wasp's nest right by me. That's my goal for today. If you struggle with that, you're not alone. I struggle with it mightily, and it's been a reoccurring place in my life that I have to seek God with, and I want healing. And so if sharing this journey with you guys would be helpful, then I would love to be vulnerable and authentic with you and say that I don't have it all together and I don't understand it all, but yet I don't need to, because God is ultimately the one that knows my heart better than I ever will. He knows my thoughts before I think them, and that gives me peace and grace. So I hope that comforts you as well, that He knows your heart, He sees your thoughts, and is very aware of our situations that don't make sense and we can't control. But are we willing to let Him show us His goodness through that? Or do we want to try and just fixate on it and try and fix it all ourselves? Right, so I am going into Trader Joe's and I'm trying to make a list of food that I need to buy before I go in, because I oftentimes overbuy. I'm sure everybody else does if I don't make a list. I really want to get back on eating on track and meal prepping and doing all that stuff, because we succeed if we do that. Yeah, that's been a big problem of mine, is that I fail to plan, and every time I do that, setting myself to fail. All right. since Five Below is right next door to Trader Joe's, I figured I would maybe try and stop in there and get something to surprise John with. Maybe like a trick, or I don't know, pull a prank on him, or maybe I'll be sweet and try and get him something that he would actually find entertaining. Possibility. Candy is always an option. I decided to go back into Trader Joe's and get one of John's all-time favorites, which is, actually let me not put this on. Wait for it, wait for it. Chocolate decadent cake. Every time we go into Trader Joe's, he is always wanting one of those, and I have said no for a really long time every time we go, so I'm sure that'll make him excited. So yeah, the decadent cake isn't really ideal for how I am trying to eat. A little bit cleaner and not as many sweets, but hey, sometimes you just gotta do what your husband's gonna love, and then encourage us to both go to the gym is the plan. I'm driving home from Trader Joe's, got all our groceries set up, and John actually has band practice tonight for a Christian festival worship night. So he's a part of that, and so last minute, I didn't realize he had that, he didn't realize it either. So I decided that I would see if my mom wanted to get together for coffee and dessert. Our relationship is at a place of, I think, opportunity for growth, I guess is the best way to describe it. I think that it's important to have intentional conversations with other people, especially with your family, that are deeper than, I call it, work and weather conversation, where it's mainly just focused around, you know, how their work is going and house projects and just the things that we do, rather than how we are as individuals. So I asked John if he wanted anything specific from Trader Joe's, and then he responded with, here. I told him, I asked him if he wanted anything specific, and he didn't answer. So he said, sorry, I had an impromptu market meeting. I said, okay, I got you something special. And off the bat, he already says, is it the flourless cake? See, I know exactly what he's gonna want. I know you, babe. I know what you're gonna want. I don't know if I'm gonna respond to him or not. Maybe I just won't respond, so he's in suspense. John just got home. Let's see.
Hello.
Hi.
Hello. Hello. I don't know why I didn't film this, but Ashley just tried to take down a wasp's nest all by herself.
I'm trying.
And the stream didn't exactly get close enough. A little bit, but just enough to piss him off.
I didn't get attacked.
Yeah.
I feel confident I can do this now.
You need to go buy a can with a longer stream. Alright, I gotta go.
Alright,
I love you.
Bye.
I'm on the way to another band rehearsal for a full, like a night of worship kind of thing. So we were practicing, and then David dropped the laptop. And so now our click track is gone. Well, it was gone, anyway. And now it's back. And we're all trying to figure out. That's my best friend Jeff right there. And a bunch of other friends who were awesome. This is David. This is man. We're making lots of noise. That's Dusty. Dude, you got a noisy guitar. It is hot. Take 5. Take 5. I'll just do this. I won't even play.
For the big guys?
The big guys. That corner is like
Oh, it is not
hot.
Oh, it's really hot.
Because you got all those. Do I save the knife?
I think you should lick it and put it back in the sink.
Yep.
Or put it in the sink. Well, you're not tempted.
No.
No, Bosco. No chocolate for the puppy. I had a good night with my mom. Asked her questions about when she was pregnant with me and kind of like when I was... What?
When I was a young warthog.
About when I was a young warthog? Yes, I have. But I do want to watch those movies again because I feel like I haven't seen them since I was little. But it was really good talking with my mom about things outside of just work and weather. Mom, I know you're watching this, so I thoroughly enjoyed our time together and deeper conversations that we had. That was really awkward. What are you doing? Just sit down. Are you embarrassed of your white pants?
My white pants are cool.
How is that?
They're actually not even my white pants.
Whose are they?
They're my brother-in-law's. David's.
It is?
Mm-hmm. They gave them to me. Well, he gave them to me to wear when we were in the hospital.
And you kept them as your own?
I just haven't given them back.
What if he watches this?
Well, then he knows where they are. I'll give it back to him.
Alright. Can I sit with you, or are you just, you know, you're just gonna be lounged for the evening?
See? They're nice.
Not. Okay.
Not nice?
It's good to have you home.
It's nice to be home.
What was the best part about your day?
Coming home. To see you.
Anyways, this is us finishing the night out.
Bye.
Bye for now. I'll add that. Bye for now. Toodles.